for coming to join us today. This is Christy with the Chirp YouTube channel, and I'm here today to talk to you about strategy number 3 in the responsive teaching methods routine. And strategy number 3 is shared control. This is a refilm of a previous video because the entire video, the last time I filmed this, I had a big smear of lipstick on my teeth, and it was so annoying to me while I was editing that I could not stand it. So here I am refilming so that you all will not be distracted and you will be able to learn what you need to learn from today's video. Shared control means that I am not controlling the entire play event that my child and I are sharing, and also my child is not the one who is doing all the control. It is really tempting when we're working on play skills and communication and all of those interpersonal things that we're working on when we're having a playtime with our kids. It's very tempting to go in one of those two directions. Either the kid is in complete control or the play partner, the adult, is in complete control. And neither of those are best. What is best is shared control. For example, let's say that my child likes to sit on the floor. His name is Jake. He likes to sit on the floor and just drive a car back and forth. This is not that uncommon with kids who have certain diagnoses. However, it's not very interactive. It's definitely not social. It's not communicative as far as back and forth reciprocal communication. And you can't really be part of that. So we can't let him be completely in control of our playtime, or we won't be involved in it at all, and that would be sad. So what I usually do is something sneaky. I start by imitating what the child is doing. So I would take a car and drive back and forth also. If the child looks at me and is excited that we're driving together, then I might start making a noise, rum, rum. I might say, blue car, rum. I might add words or noises. My goal is to make sure that the child is engaged and then take the activity up a notch, make it slightly more difficult. Only difficult enough that it's taxing the child's skills slightly, but it's still within the ability of the child to do what I'm doing. So we're doing that reciprocal thing that we talked about in strategy number 1. I'm going to do something, I'm going to wait for my child to take a turn, and then I'm going to do something else. And on my turn, I'm going to make this reciprocal interaction slightly more complex, which of course is going to encourage the child to take his interaction up a notch as well. It's very exciting. However, what if my child doesn't pay any attention to my interaction at all, but just continues driving his car back and forth like this? Well, then I become playfully obstructive. Playful obstruction is when I lightheartedly get in the way of something that a child is interested in or is interested in doing. So if my child's driving back and forth like this, let's imagine, what could I do? I could put another car in the way so he can't get by, and make, of course, a face. I'm not doing this to punish the child. I'm not doing this to be mean. I'm doing this to create interaction, and I'm going to make an excited face. I'm expecting some sort of a response, potentially anger or some other thing that seems a little not so positive, but whatever it is, I'm going to use it. So let's say I put another car right there in front of the child's car, and so he's trying to get by it and he can't, so he looks at me and goes, ah! I'm going to shape that. I'm going to use that as if it's meaningful, because it is, and I'm going to shape it. I'm going to say, move, and then I'm going to move my hand so he can drive his car again. I have had a little bit of control. He has had a little bit of control. This is shared control. We both are contributing to the imaginary play world that we are creating. We both are involved. We both are sharing in the imagination of this fun event that we're creating. It might not always seem fun to the kid because the kid doesn't necessarily want to interact with you. But our job is to get inside the child's world and woo the child out so that the child learns that interacting with people is fun. Interacting with other human beings brings me joy, helps me get what I want better, helps me have a good time in life, and people are fun and people are safe. They're going to try to understand me if I try to communicate. That's the kind of interaction that we want. Once again, learning takes place for kids in social environments. When kids are tuned in, when kids are engaged. Imagine that the entire world, the entire universe of information and knowledge and social environment is radio waves. But your child isn't tuned in to the proper channel, and so all that is not getting absorbed. That's why we have to teach our kids to tune in. And these focused playtimes are the best way to teach kids to tune in to social information, which then tunes them to the right channel so that they can absorb all of the information that they're supposed to learn from human interaction. This is how kids learn, and we need to make sure that we are putting a lot of effort into these 5 strategies as we are playing with our kids in child-led ways, so the child gets to pick whatever our adventure is. If our child likes driving a car, that's where we start. If our child likes playing in the water, that's where we start. If our child likes dancing in front of the mirror and watching her reflection, that's where we start. And then we imitate what the child is doing, and then we make it just a little bit more complex. And that's how we have shared control. There you have it. That was strategy number 3 for you, shared control. Thanks again for watching. Please let me know in the comments down below, how are you coping as you are working on these new play skills? Reciprocity, contingency, shared control, and affect. Come back soon. Please subscribe, I should say, and ding that little bell. It really helps other people to find this channel. And hopefully you believe this channel to be valuable, and so you want other people to join us here as well. Thank you for being part of this nice little chirp community. I will see you in my next video. Be well, stay home, don't get the virus, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.